we can do with this specifically, we'll see we have a cut list here. So one thing I could do is create a new drawing. Just drag this part on there behind that sketch. Change the scale a little bit. And add in a Weldment cut list. So that's insert tables, Weldment cut list. We'll select the drawing view and throw in a cut list. If we don't need description, we can go ahead and delete that out. So now we have the item numbers, the quantity, and the lengths. It's going to be very important later on. For now, the length, it's a bit arbitrary. I don't expect children to be able to cut to, 1/1000th of an inch. So what can we do about that? There's a few different things we can do. The first is to actually use display states to create a new drawing. First, we'll go ahead and balloon this up. Balloons off to the right there. Just so we know what we're looking at here. So as I jump back into the model, I can actually grab just a single piece, or on the cut list, I can grab the entire cut list item. But for now, we'll say a single piece here. I'm going to right click and go to isolate. And I can actually save this as the display state. So we'll call this maybe end piece. Then exit the isolate, jump back into the drawing, add a new sheet. And it doesn't really matter which one we add in here, maybe just a good front view here. And under display state, we're going to grab just end piece. So now we're looking at just one piece of this. So we can change the scale. Kind of center that in the page and throw some dimensions on there. You'll see we're getting these orange outlines of everything else. That is normal. It's a bit annoying, but they should go away as we start dimensioning. So we don't need a width here. We know what the width of this is. It's just a popsicle stick. So once we have this added in, we can start dimensioning some things. And these will just be to help out later on. How you set this up is really going to be based on the age of your child. If they can use a protractor, that's great. We can really go to town here and get some good measurements in. If not, you may want to pre-cut these pieces. But again, this is something that we could do for each different piece. Get the length here after that fillet, or the total length. And something like this for each piece of the weldment would be great. Another thing we could do is leverage these display states from the actual cut list himself and create sort of a instruction manual on how to build this. This I already have created here. So again, just another example of how we could leverage a display state of an isolated piece to get some dimensions on there. And this again is using just display states to show kind of an assembly instruction. So I hope this gives you some ideas on some things to do. Obviously the spider web is Halloween themed, but there's no reason not to start your children off into the engineering or design profession early on. So have fun with it. And feel free to add notes in here, what you're going to do, which pieces these are. You can go ahead and tag them. We can put another cut list in here and tag some things. Sky's the limit on how detailed you want to get with this, with your notes and balloons and things like that. But the final thing I could say is that a piece like this, you could even set the scale to 1:1, which is a sheet scale, and print that out and actually lay this down on top of the popsicle stick and cut around. 1:1 is going to be 1:1 if you print it on 8.5 by 11. So go ahead and have fun with it, and I wish you all a happy Halloween. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to support@trimac.com or 888-TRIMAC.